What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tiebreak Pod. We are here, day 2 of Roland Garros. We are here to react. We're here to talk a little tennis. We're here to talk about who got eliminated, some of the top players: Medvedev, Jess Pegula, Bublik, Cam Norrie. This is going to be a fun one. I'm just going to dive right in. Medvedev, former Grand Slam champ, won the U.S. Open. This is his 7th first-round exit at Roland Garros. Lost to Andy Walton today. He's had 2 first-round exits in a row, 3 of the last 4. Clay is not his friend. He's only reached the quarters once here. Across clay, he only has 1 trophy on clay, and that's a 1,000 event, and that's at Rome 3 years ago. He recently had a double bagel in 49 minutes to Berrettini. He really struggled with the heat today. He's a hard court specialist, or at least he was a hard court specialist. And so being on clay, he is it's not his friend. He does not enjoy it. Middle of the first set today, his wife looked down and was like, "It's hot for everybody. Everybody is suffering. You need to behave." And his response was, "When I start finding the court, I'll start to behave." Needless to say, he did not find the court. He did not start to behave. And he's going home. Early exit for him again. I think we got a little bit of karma. I think that tennis karma is a doubles fan. Bublik, he got sent home by Struff, the German. Just another disappointing exit from a slam for Bublik. And yeah, that double statement is not looking too good now. I joke about that, but it does stink to see him go home so early. He had Mutet get beaten 5. Cam Norrie, he retired from his match with a rib injury. We've had a lot of players withdraw. We've had players retire from their matches. Obviously, Carlos, Alex Blocks today. He is the second round opponent of De Minaur, and so he's through to round 3. Wishing a speedy recovery to Alex Blocks. He did injure himself on a court tarp today during practice. On the other hand, Tsitsipas, he was on the receiving end. He advanced through a injury again, an injury to his opponent, so he advanced to round 2. Really interested to see if the former world number 3 can get back to a good form. But I'm really wanting to know what's causing these players to withdraw. What's causing these players to retire? Obviously, retiring during the match. There's things you can't control in that. But when it comes to injuries and having to withdraw prior to tournaments, is it the modern game? Is it the play style? Is it training? Is it the fitness intensity? Are they doing more weight training, putting more strain on their ligaments and joints? Is it the calendar? We know there have been plenty of talk around the calendar being too packed, so that wouldn't surprise me if ultimately that's the case. I think it all kind of comes together to just really create a lot of stress on a lot of these young players' bodies, and that they cannot handle it, and their bodies cannot handle it. They can handle it, and their body fails them, and they're having to miss 2 majors this year in the case of Carlos, which we hate to see. Some other results on the men's side: Dartery straight sets. He's carrying some momentum from recent clay. Sinner straight sets. No surprise there. Extended his unbeaten streak to 30 straight matches. Shapovalov, he lost. Felix survived a crazy 5th set tiebreak. A 5th set in general. Altmaier, some of y'all might remember him from 2023. He beat Sinner in 5 sets here at Roland Garros in the second round. But Felix, he was down 1-4 in the fifth. He dug deep. He rallied. He fought back. He got the win. He's going to round 2. He's the 4th seed right now, so that's super excited to see. We saw the 17-year-old Kwame beat Marin Cilic. Okay, he is a veteran. He's won a slam. He's in the twilight of his career, but that's a heck of a win to be able to put on your resume. He's also the first player born in 2009 to win a Grand Slam main draw match. That makes me feel old. I can't imagine how old it makes some of the other players in the tournament, specifically looking at you, Joker. Landaluce, big win in 5. We talked about him. Vachero won his first main draw win here at Roland Garros. Lerner Tien, talk about a Jekyll and Hyde performance. Set 2, lost it 6-2, but he had 2 bagels, ended up winning it in 4. Looks to really continue his run of form. He won a title in Geneva, looking to just carry this momentum and keep it rolling here at the French. So super excited to watch him as an American. Going to the women's side, we had Emma Navarro, former world number 8. She won. She set up a second round with Eva Jovic. That is one I am super excited. I'm going to speak on that a little more. Sakari had a big win in Boko. She made it look easy. Straight set win. I thought Taylor Townsend was going to put a bit more of a fight up against Coco, but the defending champ rolled to a straight set win. And she did that after being in a minor car wreck this morning. She said that they ran into a pole in the car. There were no injuries. She did spill her juice all over the car. That's not good. Hopefully it won't get sticky. They're going to need to clean that thing. But the car apparently was undrivable and they had to take a taxi. So, I mean, hitting a pole, yeah, that seems minor. But to make it undrivable, I don't know. That was a little surprising. It made me laugh. Obviously, after I knew that she was okay and she can laugh about it. Sabalenka, she rolled in her opener. Madison Keys, slam champ. She got through in straight sets, also had a bagel. Jung, she lost in round 1. She had a pretty emotional press conference afterwards. She's been struggling a lot. Reporter, obviously you're feeling a bit upset. Is that about today or beyond today? Her response was, of course it's hard for me to take when I lost the match. It was really hard for me, the match today. That's tennis sometimes. Match didn't go my way, especially a lot of the time I was going back to the court. I felt there was no more space. When she was moving back, she was playing against someone who hit a lot of high balls with a lot of topspin, potentially a moonballer. And then, reporter followed up with, I think today could mean you move out of the top 100. What are your next steps to rebuild the next few months? Her response, I didn't pay too much attention to my ranking, but of course I need to start all over again. That's going to be different. But I think it's also going to be kind of positive for me. I think the problem was that I needed more matches to get into rhythm. She was pretty emotional. Speaking of the press conference, through tears. We know what she's capable of. I have no doubt she's going to bounce back. I really like the mindset she's bringing into it. It's also going to be kind of positive for me. Focused on getting back into a rhythm. Very important. So I'm interested. Going to be watching. Hopefully she can turn this around. Kalinskaya, she took out last year's semifinalist, Bosson, in straight sets. If y'all remember her, she had an unbelievable run last year. That was super fun to watch. Obviously, being a French woman there at the French was fantastic. And I think I might have jinxed Jess Pegula. I talked about the top 10 women, how each and every one of them had a realistic shot at winning the trophy this year. And I jinxed her. She won the first set 6-1, ended up losing in 3 sets, and she has an early exit here. Talked about some young Spaniards a couple podcasts ago with Javier, and Rafa Hodar has the 4th best odds to win Roland Garros, according to some sports books. Sinner's the overwhelming favorite there, of course, with 75%. Zverev is second favorite, and then Djokovic followed up by Hodar. It's a lot tighter on the women's side. Top 4, Sabalenka, Iga, Rybakina, and Coco. A little surprised to see the defending champ at 4. Interested to see how that goes for him. And They're all above 10% odds. None of them are above 30%. So contrasting that to the men's side, where it is an overwhelming majority on Yannick Sinner to take home the trophy. VTA, that is where it's at for competition in the later stages of the slams. With that said, we've had some high-profile losses on the men's side. I do wonder who's next up on the men's side and the women's side to see another high-profile loss. On the men's side, I would not be surprised to see Djokovic pushed. He's playing a Frenchman, middle of the day, hottest part of the day. He's really going to have to prepare well, hydrate, going to have to conserve energy, particularly if this trend of dropping early sets continues. Casper Ruud, he's another one. He struggled in round one with the heat. Luckily, his opponent did a little later than him, so he's able to recover and ended up getting that win. So don't know if that was a fluke. I don't know if there's more to come. Tommy Paul, he has a tough match upcoming against Sonego. He has experience playing Americans in the French Open, although I'm surprised he's not playing Ben Shelton. They met in 2023 and 2025 here. They split wins, so that's a match to keep an eye on. Should be a tightly contested match. Obviously, I'll be rooting for Tommy, but I would not be surprised for either of them to win that. Berrettini, he is back. He's facing a seeded opponent. He is a threat now that he's returning to form. Had a big double bagel win in under an hour against former Slam champ Medvedev a couple weeks ago. On the women's side, keeping an eye on Svitolina. She had a tough round one coming off of her third Rome title. She's looking to get that momentum back. I mean, yeah, she won, but she needs to continue that. She needs to get through round two a little more routine than round one. And then the match that I want to keep an eye on, I am probably the most excited for, and this could be the match of round two, and that's Emma Navarro and Eva Jovic, the former world number 8, the uber talented youngster, two Americans battling it out so early here, and that's partially because of some issues, and for Navarro and her being no longer the world number 8, they're meeting this early, so we're in for a treat there. And I really want to watch out for these temperatures. I want to watch the daytime matches a lot just because of the heat. We've had players struggle with this. We've had ball kids struggle with this. And it really is going to come down to who's the best when it comes to endurance here and being able to just drag through. It might not even be about the level of tennis. It's, hey, can you get to that one extra ball or rally and start stacking some points while your opponent is just struggling out there? I'm super excited. I cannot wait to watch round two unfold. There's a lot of fun matches. I think we're still going to see some of the top players just roll through there. So thank you all for tuning in. This has been reactions to Roland Garros round one. This is the Tiebreak Pod. Check us out on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, and social media. We'll see you on the next one.